The second game of the Tuesday Champions League night, we got it. Inter Milan versus Bayern. I'm be honest, Bayern, I think they're cooked. They're cooked. They got way too many injuries, bro. Like at first, before the team were matched up, I was like, this might be one of those games that might be a little more closer. But I don't know. They got way too many players injured, in my opinion. Way too many injuries. And that's not an excuse to me, but I just way too many injuries. So I don't know.
Alphonso Davies, right? Who else?
Yeah, Musiala is injured.
Oh, Musiala.
Ito.
Yeah, Upamecano, Coleman. So I don't know. It's gonna be tough, man.
I forgot about Musiala, bro. That's
okay, but they have Thomas Muller. They have Thomas Muller, though.
He's literally leaving the club. That's how you know he's bad.
What the heck, man? You think he's playing against Barcelona or something, man?
Yeah, and I think Inter Milan defense is too good for them to lose to Bayern like that.
What do you mean Thomas Muller is leaving? That's how you know he's bad. More, his time is just.
That's what I'm saying. Time is up. I mean, it's not good anymore. He doesn't really play games like that. Comes off the bench. It's time to leave the club.
Yeah, man. You know, me personally, I feel like this is a big game because, in terms of, let's say just the tie in general, it has a lot of history. Because if you guys remember, the 2010 Champions League final was between these two teams. You remember when Jose Mourinho won with Inter?
How could I forget?
Bro, I'm telling you, man. But Bayern,
it was literally against Bayern. So, honestly, I feel like Bayern would want to win this game. Like, obviously, they both would want to win it, but I feel like Bayern more just because of the heartbreak and people that obviously still remember, even though there's not those players that used to play back then, were not. But there's like history. There's obviously history, and when teams have history, it stays, bro. It always stays. People can say all they want, but there's people that generally hate. I know there's people. I've met fans, bro, that hate Arsenal generally because of what happened. Some people were not even existing at that time, but they're like, oh yeah, I'm a Madrid fan. I hate Arsenal because they beat us in 2006. I'm like, bro, you were not even a youth. You were not even born. But you know, sometimes the history.
I'm glad you brought that up. I am glad you brought that up. I have a question, but I'll save it. Continue.
Why not?
I'm glad you brought that up. I'm happy you brought that up.
Okay.
Because all you guys, we got 15 champions and
that's not the point. That is not the point.
You just exposed yourself. You just exposed yourself.
That's not the point. That is not what I'm trying to say.
Continue, man.
That's like you guys. No, that's not the point, though. That's not the point.
But so you think
the point I'm trying to prove is there's history. Like, bro, you didn't even get the point. Like, when teams have history, it stays, bro. It's like, you know, Inter and Bayern have history. That history stays. So they're gonna want to change that by beating them, knocking them out, and beating Barca and going to the final, whatever, Dortmund reaching the final. So that's what Bayern will be looking to do.
Is it Dortmund to reach the final?
So I'm saying Bayern might beat Inter. Then beat Dortmund or Barca.
So you think Bayern with all those players missing, they're gonna somehow beat Inter Milan?
No, but if that's the case, Arsenal can beat you guys then, because history.
Yeah.
No one said it's not impossible. It can't happen.
Nah, I don't think. I think Bayern, they're gonna score. They could score a goal, but I don't think they're missing way too many players that are important. I don't think they got it. Like, if I was to make a score prediction, it could be like a 2-1 or a 3-1 for Inter Milan defense. Bro, Italians are known for defense. The defense is just too good, in my opinion, for them to lose that game.
So it's not happening. So you guys just generally think Bayern is not beating Inter.
I just feel like they're just missing way too many especially Musiala. That's a big miss. It's a big miss in the midfield, bro. It's one of the best midfield in the world. So it's a big miss. Someone that can create for you. So I don't know. That's gonna be tough.
For me, I just don't trust Bayern. I see the way they play in the Bundesliga from time to time. Just when they draw these weird games, and Inter's just flying. I don't know. I like Inter's chances. Who's home? Who's home first?
I'm not sure, actually.
Check.
But
if Inter is away, then for sure I think Inter. Let me double check.
Yeah.
Inter is away, then for sure.
And also Inter. Bayer Leverkusen is a little bit similar to Inter Milan when it comes to defense. So if Bayern can't really beat Bayer Leverkusen, I don't think they're beating Inter Milan.
Yeah, that could also be true. Well,
So
that would actually make sense.
I mean, Harry Kane's gonna get he's probably gonna get his usual goals, so that's gonna be we know we're gonna get that, but I don't know. That's just too tough of a match for.
So who's home? Who's home and away?
Bayern's home first.
Oh, Bayern home first. Wow. Okay. So do you guys see Harry Kane? Obviously, he knows this time. He needs to finally win a trophy this season. We're not talking about Bundesliga. Let's just say he didn't win the Bundesliga, and this was his only hope of winning a trophy this season. Do you guys see him winning?
The Champions League?
Mm-hmm.
Nah. I think he has a higher chance of getting the Bundesliga than the Champions League. Like,
if they somehow make it to the final and they play against Real Madrid, they're finished.
Like, Bayern would have to be either really, really good or everybody else has to be bad for them to make it that far.
Really?
Yeah. Honestly, I feel like PSG have a higher chance of making the final than Bayern.
You know what's funny? Because obviously, I remember even when, like, in terms of I remember when they lost. You guys beat them. Was it 4-1?
Who?
Barca.
Oh, this season?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys beat them 4-1. And everyone was like, yeah, Bayern is not good this season. Nah. So even in terms of even them being in this position, even making it this far, I'm surprised. Quarterfinals after they were not that good. Bayern and Real Madrid, to be honest.
Who did Bayern beat to get there?
Celtic.
No disrespect to Celtic, but come on, man.
Yeah, but bro, it's not even that they only played bad teams. Like they also had some tough games. So that what I'm trying to say is besides the injuries, I don't think you should count them out.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. That there was too many injuries for me to be like, oh no, this Bayern has this win. They could get a draw maybe, and then maybe try to beat the Inter Milan away. But I don't know, man. They're missing Musiala. That's a big. I don't know Musiala. That's just a big miss for me.
All right, let's get into the score predictions, buddy. What would you say? Who do you think? Who do you see winning this one?
Who's going through or who's winning this specific game?
Let's just say this specific game, yeah.
I got a draw. I got can Inter score 2? I think 2-2.
2-2?
I think 2-2. 2-2.
Wow. So a draw and then Inter wins second leg.
Yeah. Inter they get it narrow, maybe like a 1-0. This is where they park the bus. This is where they do their thing and they just sit back.
And also, what about obviously since it's like a first leg, right? Who do you think should go all out? Who's home again?
Bayern.
So Bayern is home. Let's just say since they're home, should Bayern go all out, or should they focus on defense in the first leg? Because should they just try and end it, or do you think the second leg is always the most important?
I think they should finish it from the jump. Just go 2 goals. If they can score 2, 3, just do it. Because I don't know how. Especially if they go to interest plays, you know how they are, bro. These guys, they sit back, bro. Trust me, we played against them twice. Was that 2 years ago or 3 years ago? I think it was like a 3-3, and then they beat us 1-0. It was just the way these guys play is just crazy.
Yeah, what about you, Dan?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm going 2-1 Inter Milan. Yeah, and I think they're gonna go back to Milan and just sit back because I don't know. I feel like I think Bayern's always gonna get a finesse a goal with Harry Kane on the team. Harry Kane always gets a goal somehow, so I'm gonna go 2-1 to Inter Milan.
You guys are really underestimating Bayern, man.
I'm just going with the facts. I'm just going with what they have. They're going out there with no bullets, so.
Yeah, I want them out too. Like I generally want Inter to go through, but for the
if as a Barca fan, I'd rather Bayern go through. I'm not trying to play Inter Milan. Yeah. They're a better team, but the circumstances, man. So
I rather Inter. Okay, I'm just gonna be honest. I want to draw just to make it more interesting in the second leg. So I'm gonna go with a draw too. So I see Inter drawing this game, like Inter drawing at Bayern's home, and then Bayern goes to their home, and then Inter just kills them off. So next week Inter will kill them off.
all right,
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. All right. So yeah, that will be the end of these predictions, man.
yeah, for Tuesday games. So
Yeah.
we'll see how those two game goes.
All right, guys. So yeah, Tuesday is in the bag. Wednesday. So that's gonna be an interesting one.
You know, it's like what's about to happen, man. All right.